One morning in 1944, the sea looked like a moving city.
You ever wait for a go-just signal until your stomach flips?
Yeah, but not like this.
It's not a day, it's a gap.
How long?
How long?
Long enough if we move now.
In this weather, they won't risk it.
Then why do I hear engines everywhere?
When this drops, you don't think, you move.
Then tell my hands to stop shaking.
This wasn't a day. It was a timing problem.
If we slip, we don't just wait. We restart.
Send it!
The biggest battle started with a whisper.
Film the faces, they'll forget the numbers. Stay with us, because the real battle is the schedule that keeps the invasion alive.
Before anyone lands, the decision has already started moving.
Not today. Not after all this.
There is a gap, a small one.
Short calm, then storms again.
How short?
If we miss this window, we lose weeks.
One miss costs weeks.
Everyone expects the shortest line because it feels like common sense.
They'll come where it's closest.
When it drops, move like a line, not a crowd.
Big battles run on small parts that don't get to fail.
Just get us there. I'll film faces. That's what lasts.
No speeches. Just a packet that moves an ocean.
A thin gap in the storm, and an entire continent's schedule inside it.
The weather was their greatest adversary, but Lieutenant Whitby saw a shift. It's opening, barely.
Then we go.
This wasn't one day. It was 6 months of gates, ending in minutes.
Convinced the invasion was heading north, the Germans believed the deception.
Traffic north, it matches the expectation.
How long till the ramp?
Breathe slow, save it!
A system doesn't motivate you, it organizes you. The beach isn't a place, it's a timetable. If the beach can't process it fast enough, the front can't move.
One after another, no hero moves. Every minute saved here become miles saved later.
Keep it moving, keep it moving.
This could be any coast. Then treat it like every drill.
Again, everything points north.
Deception didn't erase the truth. It pulled the defense toward the wrong problem.
Sometimes the most dangerous choice is waiting.
Seas easing for now.
That's enough.
Send it. A sound you'll never hear in the history books, but it moves the fleet.
The clock sound returns. Time is now physical. Positions!
A million details, now synchronized into one direction. Three numbers matter today: time, cover, and flow.
If the day is decided by systems, what happens when the system meets the shore?
To a defender, the shortest route doesn't feel like a guess. It feels like fate.
They can't ignore distance. They'll come where it's closest.
Coast defense is a math problem. Distance, timing, and where you think the enemy will commit. Shorter crossing means tighter schedules. Easier to guess, easier to pre-aim, easier to reinforce.
More concrete.
More concrete. More guns. Always the same sector.
When you know the target, every order becomes a brick in the same wall.
A fortress isn't an idea. It's thousands of hands, day after day, turning fear into concrete. It's production, just aimed at a coastline instead of a factory floor.
We don't defend everything. We defend where they must pass.
Fixed defenses shine when the enemy funnels in. They struggle when the enemy spreads out.
If you predict right, you look brilliant. If you predict wrong, you're strong, in the wrong place.
If we go where they're sure, we pay for their certainty.
The obvious route is the one they can time. Timing is what defenses live on.
The longer you repeat a prediction, the more it turns into policy, and policy turns into concrete.
Everyone stares at the same coast until it feels like the only coast.
Again! Same order! Faster!
On both sides, war becomes paperwork, because paperwork decides where bodies will go.
They say it will be up north, but the sky never sounds sure.
A longer route isn't a harder, it's just different math. Fewer expectations, fewer pre-aimed answers. Even obstacles are built like products, effective only if the enemy shows up where you place them.
With every matching report, the captain's bias locked in.
You see? The picture stays the same.
What if it's not here? Then why build all this?
If the enemy expects the obvious, is the obvious still smart, or just convenient for them?
Their plan is a funnel, so we win by refusing to be poured into it.
A landing isn't chosen, it's assembled when tides, visibility, and travel time lock into one narrow answer. While maps argue, logistics commits. Quiet convoys turn plans into miles. Even before the landing, the system asks for space, and ordinary people pay it quietly.
The danger isn't ignorance. It's mastery of a future that never arrives.
More positions registered. More sectors certain.
You can't teleport divisions. If you guess late, you arrive late, no matter how brave you are.
A defense is also an attention budget. Where you pin your worry is where you spend your strength.
They want certainty, but we're running on fumes.
Even the best prediction machine is powered by tired people, and tired people cling to the familiar.
No one can defend every beach the same, so defenders bet on what looks inevitable.
What if shortest isn't an advantage? What if it's the trap that makes you predictable?
If they come, we'll see them first.
The time had come to build the machine.
Good. Then we won't be where they're looking.
Winning the shore means nothing if you can't feed it. A beach can't stockpile an army.
If we wait for a captured port, shh, we wait under fire. We need our own.
So, we tow a harbor?
Yes. A port that travels.
The answer wasn't a speech. It was a rhythm. Steel, rivets, and repetition.
Keep it moving! No gap!
Germany defended the ports, so the Allies planned for a coast with none.
A beach isn't a base. It's a bottleneck. So we build the bottleneck bigger?
One approval didn't plan a harbor. It started 1,000 shifts.
Line it! Clamp it! Burn it!
The real question wasn't, can we land? It was, how fast can we keep landing?
Harbors aren't built by headlines. They're built by tired hands that show up again.
This wasn't invention. It was synchronization. Hundreds of parts arriving on one day.
Easy! Easy! Let her take the water! Oh!
Nobody cheers a weld. But that weld decides a beach.
Pieces first, shore later.
Exactly. A floating port is a promise until a cable snaps. What if landing is the easy part and feeding is the real war?
No bunching! One lane! Keep moving! Like a factory line!
The harbor doesn't arrive once. It arrives in pieces, on a schedule.
Next plate, same holes, don't stop! Later!
Every shortcut saved minutes. Every minute saved lives later, so they kept going.
Day one needs flow. A beach alone won't do it.
If supplies pile up, the front stalls. If supplies flow, the front moves.
That's not a ship, and it still floats.
This is how you tow a port. Lists, sequences, and nothing missed.
Hold tension! Steady! Steady!
So the beach is a schedule. Now you're thinking like logistics.
They didn't need to capture a port immediately because they planned to install one.
Bolt it! Pin it! Next!
A storm in Britain could break a schedule in France. So they worked through it.
If the flow holds, the beach holds.
Then the front moves.
What if the breakthrough isn't a weapon, but a system that makes the beach behave like a port?
We lose one module, we lose hours.
Ours or the war?
They built the invasion like manufacturing. Inputs, lanes, bottlenecks, output. Repeat.
A beach can't feed an army unless you build a dock.
That'll hold.
The surprise wasn't where they landed. It was that the beach would turn into a port.
When the modules left Britain, D-Day stopped being a plan. It became a moving system.
They trained where the sea could punish mistakes, because the real coast wouldn't forgive them.
You don't win the beach. You survive the first 10 minutes, then keep moving. How do you aim when your stomach won't stop?
You don't aim, you move.
That hinge sticks once, men stack up. And stacked up men don't last. Again, you don't learn courage, you learn timing. You'll remember this pull on the real day, when the rope is wet and time is loud.
They didn't rehearse one day. They rehearsed a sequence. Fail one gate and everything slips.
Mercer wasn't counting hero moments. He was counting seconds between bodies and bottlenecks.
They schedule exhaustion like it's fuel.
If practice already breaks people, what will the real day demand?
Men don't out-panic first, bodies fail first. Then decisions get stupid. My legs stop listening. Keep walking. Keep walking.
Sand doesn't care who you are. Neither does the tide.
They picked beaches that felt wrong on purpose, because wrong is what surprises you.
Ignore me. Pretend I'm not here. Hard to ignore anything today.
A buckle you trust is 8 seconds you don't waste. 8 seconds becomes a lifetime.
We didn't even fight, and I'm empty.
That's the point.
Even rehearsals have a price. Logged, stamped, and quietly folded away.
Salt eats everything, even memory, if you don't fight it.
You'll know when you need to know. Until then, practice the system.
19 ports. Thousands of departures. One schedule, so big it had to be split.
The sea lies. It pushes you sideways while you think you're going straight.
Most mistakes aren't cowardice. They're math. Less sleep, slower hands, worse decisions.
It's like walking on marbles. And we're supposed to do it carrying the world.
They didn't perfect courage. They perfected procedures by breaking them in practice first.
You're not broken. You're learning where the body fails.
Film the preparation, not the cost.
Then people won't understand the price.
Even history gets rules. Not to hide truth, but to keep the machine moving.
The beach isn't chaos if signals still work.
The loudest fear isn't shouting. It's the silence after rehearsal, when you realize it wasn't just practice.
If I can't film the worst, I'll film the system that prevents it.
They weren't chasing a battle. They were chasing conditions where the machine could keep working.
They tracked every mishap, because the real day would punish the same mistake harder.
He couldn't name the place. He could only name the feeling. I hope practice was enough.
Readiness isn't a feeling, it's a ratio. How many parts work at once for long enough?
Eat now. Tomorrow you won't get a second chance.
My stomach doesn't believe you.
If rehearsals already hurt, imagine the day when the tide, the enemy, and time all agree.
Make them listen north.
Deception begins as sound. The trick isn't brilliance, it's consistency, until boredom becomes proof.
If you defend the obvious, you defend your own assumption.
More signals near the strait. They're confirming Calais.
Once a memo feels certain, it becomes marching orders.
From up there, they'll buy it. Distance does the line for you.
Not a miracle, just 1,000 small, good enough illusions.
It's very clean, almost staged.
Clean means organized.
Organized means real.
The first target isn't a bunker. It's their attention.
Place them like a timetable. Even boats can be choreography.
Details are credibility. Credibility is gravity.
They want us staring here.
Then we stare here.
Hold reserves for the main blow. Shortest route. Biggest threat.
They weren't fooled into doing nothing. They were pushed into doing the wrong thing, fast.
One detail, not a novel.
A believable lie is always small.
In total war, paperwork can move armies. They didn't invent a lie in June. They grew it for months.
If the sky is blind, the enemy trusts their reports more.
Good. Keep them reading.
More activity north again.
Then we're ready.
Every minute they spend waiting north is a minute Normandy gets built.
Deception isn't free. Someone stays awake to keep it believable.
Real army or fake, mud treats you the sake.
Enough to be seen, not enough to be missed.
Exactly.
One radio is a rumor. A network is a reality.
Paper can hypnotize, especially when it repeats.
Reports confirm Calais again.
If they want us here, where are they not?
Stop chasing shadows.
Deception didn't hide the invasion. It forced Germany to prepare for the wrong version of it.
A lie fails when it is loud. It works when it is timed.
When defenders concentrate, everything else becomes late.
They're leaning north. That's Sumtog Ridging.
Good. Don't let them straighten up.
Imagine telling people, was you see, the war hinged on props.
To look real, the decoy must behave real, down to the paperwork.
If this is wrong, we've just moved the answer away.
If you control what they watch, you control where they wait.
They're watching the show, while the work stays dark.
He wasn't wrong about an invasion, only wrong about where the future would land. Germany isn't arguing about beaches, only about time.
Hold reserves inland. Put steel on the waterline.
If aircraft own the roads, reserves arrive late.
Theory A. Wait, then crush. One decisive counterpunch.
Theory B. Commit early, because once they unload, they multiply.
This one says, keep them ready, not exposed.
And this one says, forward, now.
Which order is final? Understood.
Reserves don't teleport. They ride rails, and rails have schedules.
On roads like this, you arrive when the sky allows.
The farther you hold back, the more the clock becomes your enemy.
Theory B is built, one hammer swing at a time.
Faster! Always faster! Fortresses are built on fatigue.
They'll choose the shortest crossing. They always do.
When everyone defends obvious, obvious becomes a lever.
If we rush to the coast, we lose our striking force.
If we wait, their beach becomes a port. Once we commit early, we're fighting on their timetable.
If they step ashore, they don't stop. Boats turn into hours.
Reserves move on lines. Air power punishes lines.
A delayed reserve is the same as no reserve.
Strategy argues in words. Logistics answers in shortages.
Up in 10. No one gets comfortable.
So, we do both? We do enough. We do what we can.
Compromise doesn't average outcomes. It often averages weaknesses.
Register the approaches, everyone! Don't wait for Berlin to agree! Said again. Again.
Paper proves delivery, yet it can't prove timing.
If it stays like this, roads might live.
When leaders disagree, the coastline becomes a guess.
Keep close. We'll come back.
Every model moves people.
Deception didn't erase Normandy. It thinned it. They aren't choosing a coast. They're choosing which clock can kill them. If we guessed wrong, we won't get a second guess.
Then don't defend what's obvious. Defend what's possible.
A coastline is easy to draw, hard to connect.
We'll know soon.
Too soon.
They argued for months. The coast only needed one night.
It's trying to close again.
Here, war becomes handwriting.
Don't overpromise. Just the window.
Short calm, then storms.
Months of planning, reduced to one night's margin.
Tell me we have something. If we delay, we reveal ourselves.
The fleet is momentum. Weather is permission.
Hold position. Stand by for go.
Even waiting is work, done in silence.
7,000 hulls, one direction.
We can't rehearse the sea.
If I'm wrong,
You're not alone.
Not yet. Not until she says.
The window isn't wide. It's temporary.
Shirt calm.
Clint.
Then we move.
Do you fear going or fear waiting?
If we wait, we risk discovery.
If we go, we risk the sea.
Once time is stamped, it becomes real.
Priority dispatch!
They don't cross water, they cross timing.
We go on your window.
Ease it! Steady! Ah! Stand by. We're moving. Finally.
Worst part is, doing nothing.
Then don't do nothing. Check your kit.
This isn't one decision. It's three locks turning together. Confidence isn't certainty. It's preparation.
Let tomorrow judge me.
Hold! Hold!
There. That's the gap.
Sometimes the safer feeling choice is the riskier one.
Execute.
Good luck.
One go becomes 1,000 move.
She's alive.
It's all of them. Yeah. All of us.
The day begins before dawn, when a system chooses to move.
Feels like the Skyle's trying to throw us out.
Stand up! Hook up!
The map was neat. The wind wasn't.
Just put me where the paper says. If I lose this, you tell the story. They weren't carrying instructions. They were carrying guesses.
Green means go, don't think!
Hooked.
Go! Ah!
Even perfect timing can't control sideways wind.
Off, off, off.
Great, the one thing I needed. We're not where the map said.
What if messy is the tactic?
Say again.
Say again, how many clusters?
Find the center. There must be a center.
They're not concentrated, they're scattered.
Dispersion doesn't hide the truth. It multiplies decisions.
That's not one drop. That's everywhere. Stay down. No lights. Sorry, Silk.
Friendly? Friendly.
A defender can crush 1 point. It can't solve 50 questions at once.
If I can't show it, I'll show what it feels like.
They think paper controls war.
Dispersion is chaos until it becomes convergence.
North, and keep moving.
If we're lost, they're guessing too.
Report contact. Any contact.
If
If you ask the wrong question, every answer arrives late.
Tell them we're down. We're moving. You lose speed to steal certainty from the enemy.
Scattered but moving.
That's enough.
No changes. Keep the machine moving.
Keep your heads down and keep walking.
While the sea moves on schedule, the night teams stitch the map back together.
The battle starts as a schedule. Boats, minutes, and momentum. Cycle! Keep it moving, no gaps!
This wasn't one landing. It was 5 supply lines starting at once.
Fuel first, then radios, then wheels. Easy, easy, lock it! Just keep the line alive.
Traffic jam at the exit lanes.
Reroute. Don't let it stall.
Every second the hook swings, the front line moves.
Not impacts. Faces.
If the bar drops, the beach stops being a front.
Keep them off the tide line. Plan says left, tide says no. Then we go right.
You don't win with speed, only with surfaces that hold.
What if the enemy isn't the coast, but time itself? Don't take the beach. Run it. Where is the main thrust?
Everywhere, sir.
If we go silent, we stall.
If out is smaller than in, the beach becomes a warehouse. The tide doesn't negotiate, it just moves.
Focus on process. Understood.
When machines can't reach, bodies become the belt.
They're already feeding us already?
Sip. Breathe. We move when you can.
Wind shifting. Keep the next waves tight. Don't drift.
Not there! Here! Follow the marker! There we go! They look like they've been awake for years.
The moment the arrows link, the beach stops being a place.
Patch it now! No waiting!
Sie entladen wie am Fließband.
Dann ist unser Zeitplan falsch.
Momentum is built from cables, not courage.
Keep rolling. This is how history moves.
In logistics, problems don't end. They rotate. The real victory is repeatability, again and again and again.
If the line, the day holds. The day holds.
It doesn't stop, it just keeps coming.
A beachhead isn't territory. It's a schedule that refuses to break.
I can't see 10 yards. How do you fight a field you can't see?
After the beaches, the terrain rewrites the rules, one hedge at a time. When you can't see, you can't choose, and time becomes the enemy.
This isn't a front line, it's a hallway.
On the beach we had space. Here, one lane decides everything.
In bocage, the machine doesn't sprint, it wrestles the ground.
Forget the big arrows. We take the next field. If they move through this, our line means nothing. If the hedge is a wall, give the tank teeth!
The calendar moves faster than the front.
We don't get rest. We get pauses.
In bocage, front line becomes a rumor, field by field.
What if winning the coast was the easy part?
They're adapting faster than our orders travel.
Stop thinking push. Think open lanes.
The enemy isn't only men, it's friction you can't shoot.
It's not so brave, it's a fix. Yesterday the sea, today the fields.
In a maze, detours aren't delay. They're how you stay alive.
Good enough. Move! Thomas. If I chase drama, I miss the truth.
Spread out.
Lanes stay open.
Tell me the center, just one.
In Normandy, the hedge isn't cover. It's the battlefield field. Quiet. Corner first.
When sight lines shrink, every decision is late.
If the road locks, the front starves.
Landing is phase 1. Breakout is the test that decides everything.
Copy this. Every tank.
Find the main road.
They're making new ones.
A small tool turns a maze into lanes.
Breakout isn't a blast. It's a flow problem solved.
What if the real opponent was the landscape?
not the coastline. Now it looks like a road because they made it one.
When you can see, you can coordinate, and coordination is speed.
So the beach was the doorway. This was the house.
Weeks later, the map changes because the machine never stops turning.
It arrived like weather. Then it never stopped. If the line keeps rolling, the front keeps living.
Invasion becomes routine the moment it turns into a repeatable checklist.
That window closed, but the machine is already on the other side.
After D-Day, the decisive fights are fought in miles per day and tons per night.
Drink, then move. Yes, sir. The system is the story, not the spectacle.
In the record, victory looks like logistics, because that's what it was.
Good. Now keep it moving. No pauses.
What if the hero isn't a person? What if it's a routine that never breaks?
Patch it here. If it rolls, it works.
Sie sind über den vorbereiteten Punkt hinaus.
Weil wir den falschen Punkt vorbereitet haben.
When throughput stays high, resistance runs out of time.
I thought the battle was the beach. Turns out it's the days after.
Where do you want it? Where do you want it? Same place as yesterday. Keep the line.
The machine runs on minutes, borrowed from exhausted people.
They didn't just land an army. They built the habit of feeding it.
It's strange. The sound of coffee means the line is still moving.
A war this large moves on signatures and schedules.
You can hear it, even when it's quiet.
Follow the road. The fighting moves, but the traffic stays.
They didn't hide the invasion. They redirected the enemy's attention into the wrong math.
We waited for the obvious, and they built the unexpected.
Even Paris isn't a finish line. It's a checkpoint.
Same drill. Different town.
Don't chase moments. Build a system that survives them. We keep moving, because stopping makes you think.
Coalition isn't a speech. It's synchronized work across oceans. The landing mattered because the system made it repeatable.
For the road. For the winter. For the winter.
You can't stop a schedule with theories.
The lesson outlived the battle. Capacity, modularity, and speed.
Some of the most decisive steps happened nowhere near the beach.
The invasion worked because the system kept working.
What wins a war? Courage or repeatable capacity?